Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be doing a first impression slash try on slash review new product that I picked up today while I was at the mall. If there are some products that you guys want me to review, definitely comment below and let me know so I can get my hands on them, or I might even already have them. So since this is a review and like first impressions, I kind of want to go over the foundation stick in general. So it is a velvet matte finish. Like I said, there's really no reviews online that I could personally find. It is a matte maker, rule breaker, look changer. That foundation stick glides and blends effortlessly. Matte rebound powders for a soft to the touch effect. Sweat and crease resistant, fragrance free, dermatologist tested, all day wear. I have no foundation on my face or anything. I just have a moisturizer. So let's take a look into the foundation stick. It is 0.31 ounces. Carefully put this up. I feel like I'm crossing my eyes right now, but whatever. So there's that amount. As far as like the sheer glows and most foundations are 1 fluid ounce compared to like another stick foundation. So the Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick, which is another one of my favorites for a dewy finish, has 0.44 ounces. Foundation stick does retail for $45. Nars is a bit pricey. Another thing I wanted to point out was the opposite side has a sponge applicator, which is antibacterial, treated, washable, and detachable. Detachable? Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so nice. It's easy to wash, so you don't have to like get this whole thing wet. They were very smart with that. Very smart. We are going to try this out. I am going to actually try the applicator, see how that works. I do have a Real Techniques beauty sponge with me and another foundation brush. I'm going to do this cheek with the sponge applicator on the back side. So that's just the swatches, and I'm really happy that I went with Barcelona. The applicator on the foundation stick itself, like I mentioned earlier, it does pop off. It didn't mention to dampen the sponge, which I don't think you should. All right, so let's go ahead. The finish looks really nice. I thought the sponge applicator would be like rough to the skin, but it's actually very gentle. You can definitely use whatever primer you feel most comfortable with. Like I said, this is a velvet matte foundation stick. You know what I just thought about? Velvet matte, and I don't understand why I didn't like think of this beforehand. I also have the Nars Velvet Matte Skin Tint. So I wonder if like these two are kind of hand in hand, but this is more of like a stick foundation form with a little bit more coverage. It just dawned on me that I had this in my drawer. So it might be hand in hand. I have yet to really use this, it just sits in my drawer. But all in all, the foundation itself looks beautiful. I don't know how crazy I am about the applicator. It says that it's also good for like touch-ups, so I can see that part. I'm gonna put away the applicator just for right now. I'm gonna go to the cheek. We're gonna be using a beauty sponge to kind of test this out and see how that blends out and if that makes a difference. Like the perfect shade. It's very smooth when it applies, which is also nice. I would say it's a true medium to buildable full coverage depending on how you apply it and how much product you use. So we're just gonna go ahead and take my Real Techniques sponge. You can use a beauty blender or any type of beauty sponge that you're using. I'm just gonna go ahead and press that product. So I will say, like when I swatched the foundation, it looked like a good medium to full coverage. As I'm like pressing it into the skin, and it could be because this is freshly dampened, I feel like I am kind of losing that coverage just a little bit. It still gives you coverage. I'm just curious if the dampness of the sponge is just kind of shearing it out a little bit more. Personally, me, I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but like I can still see my freckles through the foundation. It's weird to say, as of right now, I'm liking the sponge applicator that came with the stick foundation as far as like the coverage wise. This side though, the one that we did the beauty sponge with, it sheared it out. Like I loved when I swatched it. It was like butter gliding onto your skin. But when you buff it out, it kind of loses that coverage that you would anticipate it on being. The next applicator that I'm going to be using to apply this foundation is going to be one of my brushes from Elena Badro. I I think that's how you pronounce her name. This one is the Duo Fiber Brush. This is great for liquids, creams. You can even use some powders with it too. And the brush is known to be used in a circular motion, so I'm just gonna go ahead and buff that in. And it's also gonna help with giving you a nice airbrush look. Tell you, this product blends so smoothly, and it's like seriously like butter. Like, you have to do very minimal work. Like, I'm not in here like buffing like crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the face. I really didn't get like the nose or above the lip. So just to quickly finish off complexion, now that we have gone through the foundation, I'm just gonna go in with the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. Do that. And just to set those areas and any other oily areas that I have, I always go in with the Ben Nye Banana Powder. Now what I am noticing is creasing under my eyes. I don't know if it's like the concealer that I used. It says it's creaseless, so that's kind of what is throwing me off. Is it like a true matte foundation? No. More of like that velvety matte texture, and you will understand why they call it velvet when you swatch it on the skin. At times it feels a little bit too slick, so I'm very curious on to how it will wear out and about. So to finish off this look, I'm just gonna go in with some blush. So I'm just gonna go in with my MAC blush in Dainty. I'll be taking Elena's Cheek and Contour brush. I'm gonna be using that to apply the blush to the cheekbones. Contoured my nose a little bit and added a little bit of some highlighter to the face. I wanted to do that off camera just because that's not the focus of the video. The video was more so surrounded by the foundation stick. All in all, I am a fan of the foundation stick, but would it be something that I would repurchase over and over again? No. Still am a fan of the Nars Sheer Glow. I will always rebuy that. I love liquids. The finish is beautiful. And like I said, the application when applying the stick to the face, and you can work off the stick. So say you're doing something on a client and you don't want to take the stick right to the face, you can take your brush and just kind of sweep on top and then take that product and buff it out. My only concern was, it says it's creaseless, but my under eye started creasing. And I'm very curious to if it really truly is sweat proof. I personally liked using the brush to buff it out. I feel like it kind of created and held that coverage. With the sponges that I both used on the bottom half of the face, I noticed that the product kind of lost its coverage as I kept blending. I have yet to see this product on any websites, not even Nars' website, unless I'm completely blind. It was in Sephora's with the update on the gondola, so I picked it up and wanted to try it. So that is my first impression slash try on slash review of the product. So yeah, if you guys are new, go ahead and subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video.